I've snuck into Mike Iaconelli's shop. He has no idea I'm in here. Let's go ahead and check out his stuff. What? Mike! Whoa!
What are you doing here?
Oh, dude, I just want to check out some of your gear. I heard you cleaned up your shop.
Cool. Got a new shop. We call it The Barn. It houses all my fishing equipment. I love it out here, man.
Hey, I hope you don't mind the intrusion. Would you mind, showing me a little bit of this?
Come on, come over, come over. Come over. This is the wall. This is the wall of fame. And this is where all the sponsor baits get highlighted. Everything you see here is the stuff I'm using on tour. Plastics, spinner baits, crankbaits, and last but not least, my hooks and my weights over there.
Beautiful. Man, look at all these baits. You got everything you will ever need on this wall. Look at this. Whoa, what the heck is that up there?
Mullick's Super Natto Beetle.
Dude, you gotta pull one of those out and show it to us. That's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Look at this. For all you old heads, you remember the jitterbug, same action in a weedless frog.
That is the craziest thing I've ever seen, dude. Have you caught any fish on that?
I've caught fish. I actually worked with them in the development of that bait, and it catches giants. But don't tell nobody. Shh.
Don't worry, only a couple thousand people see it on YouTube. All right, what else we got in here?
Man, so this is the wall, and this is basically all the stuff I use on a regular basis. But then we've got the historic files, and come over here and look. And this is collecting since I was a kid, since I was 10 or 12 years old. And you're going to see baits here that aren't made anymore. I mean, baits from old wiggle warts to Bagleys, even some giant plugs. Look at them giant plugs for deep diving fishing. Swim baits and everything in between. Over here, if you look, this is my line spooling station. When I pull the truck and boat in, I've got to change out all my line. I just tie it on and wheel it right off the rack. It's a great way to store your line, keeps it fresh. And then finally, we get over to where my rods and reels are at. And, definitely swap out equipment a lot, using a lot of Abu Garcia stuff. And I like to change stuff depending on the tournament, depending on the location. So I've got my reels, I've got my rods, I've got them all separated by style and length and action. So when I come back from a tournament, I need to swap out gear. I know exactly where it's at. Time management is very key.
Now, Mike, you have so many boxes in here. I think the viewers would like to see a couple of these baits you've got running in here just to see how you organize them. What do you got to show us?
Yeah, so I separate everything by style and color. I use all Flambeau boxes. So if you look here, DT16s, DT14s, DT10s, DT6s, DT4s. And then once you open the box, I separate everything by color. So they're all DT6s, Caribbean Shad, Old School, Demon, Bruised, Smash, all the different colors. And I like to have at a minimum 4 of each bait, especially in a tournament situation. Looks like candy, doesn't it? You want some candy, little boy?
That's delicious. Show us some of these gems from these older boxes. Man, look at all this stuff.
This is like a DJ digging in the crates for oldies but goodies. And get over here to some of these old swim baits. A lot of you swim bait heads, West Coast heads, remember this one. That's the Mission Fish. That's one of the original through line paddle tail style swim baits. And then you're going to see another one I know you know about. Man, if you're after biggins, you got to have some of these. That's right. The Huddlestons, the Hitch Huddies. And no collection would be complete without a custom wooden trout swim bait. I'm talking about a $500 bait. If you don't have one of these, you don't have a lure.
Mike, you got tackle laying out everywhere, man.
Everywhere. Everywhere.
Look at all this stuff. You got the frogs here, your frog collection.
Got some frogs, got some crankbaits, got some jigs, got some spinner baits. You gotta have it all. I want to be prepared.
I'm not gonna lie, I think every viewer watching this video just got 100 times more jealous of all this awesome stuff you have.
I'm a collector, I'm a fishing junkie, and to make matters worse, I'm a hoarder.
Hey, aren't we all, man? Hey, thanks for showing me this stuff, showing it to everyone. This is probably the coolest barn I've ever seen in my entire life. But hey, we gotta go fishing sometime. Hopefully there won't be ice, you know, in the spring or summer. Try to get out in the water.
Mother Nature has to give us a break.